battery life.
Oh, you can see. You can see there's no battery life.
You have only 2 lines.
Okay.
Where's rolling? Okay. Robert, in ShaSha Bread Company, we use variety of different grains. Mostly these are ancient grains, and today they call them super grains because of their health attributes. We bring them in here, or we mill them to our own specification. We have our own small mill. Some of it are mill ourselves, and some of them are through the other millers. Our specification for millings is somehow that we do not heat up the rollers, so the nutrients are not dying through the process of milling the flours. Once we mill the flours, we bring them in here through our own formulas, which are all designed by me close to 2 decades ago, all based on a sourdough bacteria culture methods of baking, which in a nutshell means long fermentation process allow to the products become digestible and readily absorbed through your digestive system. For example, gluten, which is an enzyme of the protein, it comes with most of the wheat products. And if it doesn't go through the leavening process, which is a fermentation process, long enough, that gluten would never convert itself to digestible sugar. So therefore, you as a consumer who you buy the bread, you're always going to be bombarded with 80% of a residue of gluten sitting in the product. Do that over 50 years, and that's why celiacs are growing tremendously. Celiac is mean I have an intolerance or allergy towards the gluten, which is the enzyme of a protein. When I've been eating a processed food for 50 years, I neglect my health, I come into the fork. I either become a celiac or I become diabetic sugar too. So there is no other way to out of this ignoring and neglecting your health. Therefore, old-fashioned bakers like us, like your ancestors who made the bread through the long fermentation process, which we call it today sourdough baking, which is a combination of a fungus and bacteria work together as a synergy to break down all the nutrients in the bread. But if you don't give them a long enough to do so, then the product is called fast and processed. Fast and processed means I did not allow my product to break down to digestibility. I did not allow him to release all his nutrients. I did not allow him to gluten convert itself to digestible sugar. So therefore I bombard you with all those non-digestible products. Phytic acids, prohibitors, these are all enzymes that comes with the wheat. And if you don't process them correctly, then you have a problem with them. So as you see, just having an organic is just only one step of making a healthy product. Organic is only says I don't have no herbicide, pesticide, chemical fertilizer product. Now I can buy the great organic raw material and turn it into horrible food. I can buy the best organic piece of meat and cook it to hell and make a shoe leather out of it. So organic is not really the key. The key is organic and the process, and the compliances, and the sanitation, and how you package it, how often you sell it, how do you deliver it there, how local are you, how carbon free. Carbon footprint is so important to us. Why? Because in the bigger nutshell, it's not only about the food you eat, it's the air that you breathe. So if I'm contributing to your health by giving you good food, but I'm taking away from your air that you breathe, so I'm not really doing anything good to you anyway. All those things has come together in the last 50 years. We've been bombarded by all these chemicals and processed food for long enough. But why all allergies are coming out now? Because your immune system is suppressed, not only by the food you eat, from the water, the mercury in the water, from the pollution, from the air, the stress, your lifestyle. The life that we used to live and enjoy to be slow, and we were looking forward to retire and slow down, is totally an opposite. We think fast is better now. We are connected to all electric gadgets. Soon we're gonna have a neck bend over because we're texting so much. We're gonna have a neck text. All those lifestyles dictates new exercises, new way of eating, new way of looking at food in general. If we're gonna bring it back to the food and the bread that we make in here and bacteria culture we talk about, is all about old-fashioned, slow, concerned, happy baker. A person who really cared about what he makes. That was a craft baking. That's what traditionally we call them artisan bakers. People who are proud to be bakers, like a Raja, like me, who we enjoyed. We are not doing this to make a wealth and power and go do something else. We're not the kind of guy we're going to end up in Florida with the checker pants and the yellow hats. This is what we really like to do. Roger has been with me since we opened the bakery. We started together, got more than 2 decades ago. And why we stayed in the industry? Because we like what we do.
Say your name and the company.
I'm ShaSha from ShaSha Bread Company, and Roger is my head baker.
Very good.